I'll give you the story of all stories. 643 events I've done in 19 years, okay? In person or educational. My events, not ones that I went to or spoken, no, ones that I've put on. But there was an event 3 months after, so it was September, my Simon passed away. December, it was like the first time that it was going to be the event that I put on. Like, it was me taking the helm. We did a lot of, it was the only time that I did the Google and Facebook ads, because I was like, I got to do something here. Like, I don't know what the heck to do. Let's just throw this out there. We have a project. It's a student housing project in Kitchener-Waterloo. We set up 2 Greyhound buses, okay? We get 140 people registered. It's going to be, from Toronto to Kitchener is about an hour and a half or something like that and back. And so it's going to be like a 6-hour day event, showing them this student housing complex. It's already made. We got lunch. We got a hotel. I got a lawyer speaker. I got a mortgage broker. I got the developer who kind of put this thing all together and finished it. 140 people registered. We're making phone calls, guys, like without any exaggeration, like literally for 15 hours. And you might be like, you're calling people at 11? Yeah, because I also had people like in BC that wanted to know about it, so timed it, all of that. About 4 days before, it went from 140 to like 70, okay? Then it came down to like 50 2 days before. So I canceled one of the Greyhound buses. Greyhound bus is supposed to pick us up at 9:30 a.m. At 9:30, I show up obviously at like around 8:45, make sure the Greyhound bus is there. Myself and like 4 team members, so like 5 of us in total. 9:45, 0 people. I got all those speakers, by the way, waiting at the hotel in Kitchener-Waterloo. We start calling all the people that are registered. Nobody picks up their phone. 9:50, 1 person shows up. 9:55, 2 people show up. At 9:55, the bus driver's yelling at me now. I know how to kind of schmooze and, distract the guy a little bit, yada, yada. But now it's half an hour late. He's like, bro, I don't give a shit. I'm going. I'm out of here. 10 o'clock, it's me, the 4 other team members, and 2 people in this Greyhound bus. Those 2 people, though, they already bought. They just came for the free lunch, and they came to just take a look. So we went there, we did the show, yada, yada, yada. I had a videographer. I, got some content out of it. I'm driving back hour and a half, and I want to cry. Like, I'm not a crier on the outside, but, I have emotions, and I'm looking outside of this bus, and I'm like, never again. Like, I'm going back to basics. I'm not going to do the cold stuff anymore right now. It's not for me. I'm not built for that. I'm built for relationships. At that time, I had 3,500 people in my CRM that we've cultivated at that time for 13 years. I'm just going to call them all, and we're just going to have a conversation. Now, I sit at 11,642 people in my CRM that have been cultivated for a total of 19 years. The whole business has been built around that. And so what I say to people when it comes to events is that imagine I stopped doing events after that. I wouldn't have been able to do the business I've done. I wouldn't have been able to have the comfort that I have on a conversation like this. Doing the events makes your videos better. Doing videos makes your events better. Like, you gotta do all of it. It's the full 360 of lead generation in my eyes, and putting on educational in-person events and webinars, in-person is better, will make you the authority for your business with your network. I'm not talking about becoming Kim Kardashian, Joe Rogan, and shit like that. I'm talking about the 200 people on your cell phone. That's all you need. That's all you really need. Because if 200 people know 200 people that know 200 people, your network now is 40,000. And out of 40,000 people, I know most people that are watching this, if you do 100 deals in a year, your life's going to change, right? And so I get the fear of not having people show up, but I'll give you the numbers right now. Scientific. I have a lot of data, 642 events. 50% of people will show that registered, period. So if you want 50 people in your place, I get 101 just for good measure. You want 100 people? Register 200, right? Like, that's what's going to be the numbers, like clockwork. There's actually a webinar my team is putting on right now as we speak on how to podcast. We had 175 people registered. I just got the message before I came on this podcast. We had a little over 75 people that came on, 75, 80 people. So the numbers are right there. They're always about 50%. And so once you know, okay, well, 50% of people are going to show up, worst comes to worst, no one does show up.
Check out our YouTube or Spotify channel, and don't forget to subscribe.